everyone. This lesson in the code is about the word equity. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, equity is two different things. Equity is either stuff that you own that's valuable to you, such as money, property, common stock in a corporation, ownership, or a valid right, claim, or interest in something that's valuable. Okay, so equity is either monetary value or it's justice according to natural law. It's a system of law, trial, or legal doctrines built to override a narrow system of rigid law. Okay, so equity is your right to fairness. Okay, there are other definitions of equity that are really important if you're going to do business. If you want to do business and thrive in this co-creation, you have to speak the language of the current matrix. And right now, whether you like it or not, a big portion of this matrix is run by Saturnian money. So that's part of the code if you need to understand. Everything is controlled by word magic, or the code. Okay, so some other definitions of equity. In accounting, equity is capital plus retained earnings. It's on the right side of the equation. Equity capital is funds in exchange for stock or other ownership in a corporation. Investment is ownership interest of shareholders in a corporation. Real estate equity is the remaining interest or surplus value. So it's the difference between fair market value and debt. Okay, so this last definition is really important. Perfect equity. Perfect equity means that you have paid for your piece of property, you have fulfilled all of your obligations, you hold the legal and equitable title, but you just don't have the actual piece of paper in your hand. This is really important because people in business might try to pull one over on you and claim that you have no legal right because you don't have the paper contract. That's bull. And you can use that in court. So court. A court is a place where you play games with man-made boundaries, an enclosed place for children of men to play games that is supervised, so there's a referee, or in this case a judge, people watching and controlling the game. This is a game you play to win. Okay, this is not a game, when you go to court, this is not a game you play just for fun or just like on a whim. You go to win. There's going to be a winner and a loser. Unlike mediation, where everybody wins, or everybody walks away with something, this is a game. Someone is going to win and someone is going to lose. There are stakes. Okay, so the stakes are usually to either gain favor, gain money. In our Admiralty, Uniform Commercial Code, International Law, the stakes are money. You go to court to play a game to win money. Sometimes when you court, the goal is affection or love, as in courting, wooing, or flirting. Concepts I'm not very familiar with. I haven't experienced much of that in my life. Or to court is to attract a mate. Okay, out of all the definitions, why are these all grouped together? Why are there all these different layers of meaning to one word? Okay, this is really important. The concept of attracting a mate is courting. This is important when you get into Admiralty law because in Admiralty law word magic, all words having to do with marriage, water, property, ownership, money, livestock, and ownership of life are all related. Okay, so let's look again at the meaning of the word court. Games are played by children of men that play with balls. Balls are hit with rackets. Rackets are a disturbance or a fuss made by children. Okay, so when we go back to the definition of court, we have two very different meanings over a wide spectrum. On one hand, court is a controlled game for children of humans to throw balls around and win money. And on the other hand, all the way at the other end of the spectrum, you have a court of equity, which is a controlled, neutral justice according to nature, built to override a narrow system. So a court of equity is the answer to ending slavery. There is an answer. It exists. And it's time that we, as sovereign, shining stars, start using the remedy that we have available to us to end and abolish all slavery for good.